In life, success is not necessarily determined by who you know, where you were born, or even the circumstances you find yourself in today. It's determined by the value you bring to the table. Everything in life, from your relationships to your career, hinges on how much value you offer to the world around you. But what exactly does it mean to bring value? And how can you increase your value to achieve greater success? Your value is not dictated by external circumstances, such as where you were born, who you know, or what conditions you're currently in. It's not measured by your material possessions, your social status, or even your job title. True value, intrinsic value, comes from within. It's something that every human being possesses, regardless of external factors. But the key difference between those who succeed and those who struggle lies in recognizing and harnessing that value. Far too many people allow the world to tell them what they're worth. They look at their bank accounts, their surroundings, or even the opinions of others, and they let those things determine their value. But your value isn't a number in a financial statement, and it certainly isn't the result of someone else's assessment of you. It's something far deeper than that. Intrinsic value is a product of your identity, your abilities, and your unique potential. It's the combination of your skills, your character, and the gifts that are uniquely yours. The key here is awareness. You must recognize the inherent value you carry within you long before anyone else sees it or acknowledges it. Self-awareness is a pivotal part of the journey towards success. Without it, you're relying on others to determine what you're capable of. And that's a dangerous position to be in, because people tend to judge based on limited information. They don't see your heart, your potential, or the depth of your abilities. They see the surface, and that's where many people lose their way, allowing surface-level judgments to dictate their life choices. The first step in determining your success is to cultivate a deep sense of self-worth. You have to understand that your value doesn't fluctuate based on temporary circumstances. Whether you're facing challenges or experiencing great success, your intrinsic value remains unchanged. When you understand this, your confidence soars. You stop allowing external events to sway your belief in yourself, and you begin to act from a place of deep conviction. This mindset shift is crucial. Why? Because the world mirrors your internal state. What you believe about yourself is reflected back to you in your experiences, your opportunities, and even the way others treat you. If you believe you're unworthy or less valuable than others, you unconsciously communicate that to the world, and the world responds accordingly. However, when you understand and embrace your value, the opposite happens. You radiate confidence, and that confidence attracts opportunities and relationships that match the value you've already placed on yourself. But let's be clear about one thing: knowing your value isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about having an accurate understanding of your worth, independent of external validation. It's about being secure in who you are, regardless of whether others recognize it. When you know your worth, you don't need to seek approval or validation from others. You move through life with a quiet confidence that draws the right people and the right opportunities into your path. This internal value manifests outwardly in the way you handle challenges, seize opportunities, and navigate life's complexities. People who understand their intrinsic value are not easily shaken by setbacks or failures. They know that a temporary failure doesn't diminish their worth. Instead, they see it as a learning experience, an opportunity to refine their skills and grow stronger. Their self-worth provides a foundation that allows them to take risks, to venture into the unknown, and to push the boundaries of what they thought was possible. That's where success is born, in the willingness to act on the understanding that you have something valuable to offer, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Furthermore, knowing your value equips you to handle rejection with grace. Rejection is inevitable in life, especially if you're aiming high. But when you truly know your worth, you don't take rejection personally. You understand that someone else's inability to see your value doesn't mean it's not there. It simply means they weren't the right fit for you. And you move on with confidence, knowing that the right opportunities will come when you continue to operate from a place of value. At its core, recognizing your intrinsic value is about ownership. You take ownership of your worth, your abilities, and your potential. You stop waiting for someone else to validate you, and you begin to live from a place of empowerment. This is a crucial mindset shift for anyone who desires success, because success doesn't come to those who wait for permission. It comes to those who act with the conviction that they have something valuable to offer the world. Your value is not something external or given to you by someone else. It's intrinsic, it's within you, and it's up to you to recognize it, nurture it, and allow it to shape your path to success. When you operate from a place of deep self-worth, you unlock the doors to greater opportunities, and your potential to achieve success becomes limitless. Your value determines your success, not your circumstances. Know your worth, and the world will reflect it back to you. Success in life is not random. It's the direct result of how much value you bring to yourself and others. That value, however, is not fixed. It grows with you and is shaped by your commitment to personal development. Success is directly linked to how much you're willing to invest in yourself, how you work to enhance your skills, broaden your knowledge, and improve your character. These elements are foundational in the pursuit of success because they determine the level of value you offer to the world. The world doesn't reward you simply for existing. It rewards you based on the problems you can solve, the needs you can meet, and the impact you can make. Personal development is not something you do once and then stop. It's a continuous journey, a daily commitment to improving yourself. Think of it as a process of sharpening your mind, strengthening your abilities, and deepening your understanding. The more you work on developing yourself, the more valuable you become, and as a result, the more opportunities for success begin to present themselves. The question you must ask yourself is, am I growing? If the answer is no, then you're not positioning yourself for success. You're limiting your potential and stalling your progress. Success is a byproduct of growth, intellectual growth, emotional growth, and even spiritual growth. It's not enough to rely on the skills and knowledge you already have. The world is constantly evolving, and if you're not growing along with it, you're falling behind. Your personal development is the vehicle that will carry you to new levels of achievement, but you must be deliberate in how you cultivate it. One critical area of personal development is learning. There's a reason why successful people are often avid readers and lifelong learners. They understand that knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more equipped you are to face challenges and seize opportunities. But learning doesn't just happen in the classroom or through formal education. It happens in every experience you go through. Every situation, whether positive or negative, holds a lesson that can contribute to your growth if you're open to learning from it. Personal development demands a mindset of curiosity and a hunger for wisdom. Another key aspect of personal development is skill acquisition. Skills are what make you valuable in the marketplace. Whether it's a technical skill, a creative ability, or interpersonal skills, the more competent you are, the more value you bring. But skills don't develop overnight, nor do they develop by accident. It requires intentional practice, perseverance, and often a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. If you want to increase your value, you must continuously work on improving your skill set. Every hour you spend mastering a craft, learning a new skill, or refining an existing one, you're increasing your ability to contribute something of worth to the world. And when you become a person of skill, opportunities will naturally come to you because the world is always in need of those who can solve its problems. However, personal development isn't just about intellectual and professional growth, it's also about character development. Who you are as a person plays a significant role in determining your success. Integrity, discipline, and perseverance are traits that form the foundation of long-term success. Without these traits, all the skills and knowledge in the world won't bring you lasting achievement. People are drawn to those who are reliable, honest, and committed. Your character is what sustains your success once you achieve it. That's why personal development must include not only growing in what you can do, but also in who you are. Character development is often shaped in moments of challenge. It's in the tough times that you build resilience, strengthen your resolve, and develop the qualities that will sustain you. Challenges are not setbacks, they are opportunities for growth. How you handle adversity will often determine how far you go in life. If you use challenges as stepping stones for personal development, you will find yourself not only stronger but also more prepared for success when it arrives. Personal development also requires self-discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like working on yourself, when it's easier to coast than to put in the effort. But discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who simply wish for success. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who work for it, day in and day out, regardless of how they feel. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the daily actions, the small decisions, and the consistent effort that, over time, lead to significant results. In addition to self-discipline, self-awareness plays a crucial role in personal development. You must be able to look inward, recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and be honest with yourself about where you need to grow. Self-awareness allows you to focus your efforts on the areas that will bring the most improvement. It's easy to become complacent, thinking you've grown enough or that you've arrived at a certain level of success, but true personal development requires humility. It requires the realization that there is always more to learn, more ways to grow, and more value to be added. Personal development is the foundation of success because it's the process through which you increase your value. The more valuable you become, the more you can offer to the world, and the more success will come to you in return. If you want to succeed, focus on developing yourself intellectually, emotionally, and in terms of character. Your personal growth is not just for you, it benefits everyone around you, and it's what will carry you to the heights of achievement you desire. Success is not a destination, it's the result of continuous personal development. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your mindset, attitudes, and ultimately your success. Whether you realize it or not, the people you associate with, the ideas you entertain, and the environments you place yourself in have a profound impact on how you see yourself and what you believe is possible for your life. Your mind is like a sponge absorbing information, attitudes, and beliefs from those around you. This means that if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, or mediocrity, those things will seep into your thinking, affecting the way you approach your goals and ambitions. On the other hand, if you place yourself in environments that inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better, your mind will naturally align with those higher standards, and your potential for success will increase exponentially. The truth is, your environment is either lifting you up or holding you down. It's either pushing you toward greatness or pulling you toward mediocrity. This is why it's so crucial to be intentional about where you spend your time and who you spend it with. If you're serious about success, you need to surround yourself with people who are forward-thinking, driven, and positive. People who encourage you to push past your limits and believe in your potential. If you spend your time with people who are stuck in negativity, who complain about their circumstances, or who are content with mediocrity, that mindset will influence you whether you realize it or not. One of the most important decisions you can make in your pursuit of success is to curate your inner circle. Your inner circle consists of the people closest to you, those whose voices and opinions carry the most weight in your life. These are the people who will either encourage you to chase your dreams or convince you to settle for less. Take a moment to evaluate your current inner circle. Do they push you to be better? Do they believe in your potential and hold you accountable to your goals? Or do they constantly focus on the negative, highlight your limitations, and discourage you from stepping outside your comfort zone? If your inner circle isn't aligned with your vision of success, it may be time to make some difficult decisions. It doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life completely, but it does mean that you need to be more selective about who has access to your time, energy, and attention. You have to be protective of your mind. The ideas and beliefs that fill your mind will either propel you forward or hold you back, and those ideas often come from the people you spend the most time with. You cannot afford to let negative influences shape your thinking if you want to achieve success. Beyond your inner circle, your physical environment also plays a role in your success. The spaces you occupy, whether it's your home, your office, or even the city you live in, can either inspire you or drain you. Look around at your environment. Is it cluttered, disorganized, or uninspiring? Or is it a space that motivates you, that reflects your goals and aspirations? Successful people understand the importance of creating an environment that fosters creativity, focus, and productivity. Your physical environment should be a reflection of the success you're working toward. It should inspire you to think bigger, work harder, and stay focused on your goals. If you're not currently in an environment that supports your success, take steps to change it. You don't have to make drastic changes overnight, but small shifts can have a big impact. Start by decluttering your space, creating a dedicated area for work or creative thinking, and surrounding yourself with visual reminders of your goals. Simple changes like adding inspirational quotes, books, or artwork that aligns with your vision can shift your mindset and keep you motivated. Your environment should serve as a constant reminder of where you're going, not where you've been. In addition to your physical surroundings, the media you consume is also a part of your environment. What are you feeding your mind on a daily basis? Are you consuming information that expands your thinking, challenges your perspectives, and pushes you to grow? Or are you filling your mind with mindless entertainment, gossip, or negativity? The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the news you follow, all of these things shape your mindset. If you want to succeed, you need to be intentional about consuming content that inspires, educates, and empowers you. Feed your mind with the kind of information that supports your goals, not the kind that distracts you from them. Another crucial aspect of environment is the energy of the people around you. Human beings are social creatures, and we're deeply influenced by the emotions and energy of those we spend time with. If you're constantly surrounded by people who are stressed, negative, or uninspired, that energy will affect you. Conversely, if you're around people who are passionate, positive, and driven, that energy will lift you up and fuel your own drive for success. That's why it's important to seek out communities, networks, and mentors who are living the kind of life you aspire to. When you're in an environment of high achievers, you're naturally pushed to elevate your own standards. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your success is to change your environment completely. This might mean relocating to a new city that offers more opportunities, changing careers, or even removing yourself from toxic relationships. While these decisions can be difficult, they are often necessary if you want to break free from the limitations of your current environment. You cannot expect to achieve greatness while staying in an environment that encourages mediocrity. Success often requires you to step outside your comfort zone and into environments that challenge you to be your best self. Your environment is one of the most powerful influences on your success. The people you surround yourself with, the spaces you occupy, and the media you consume all shape your mindset, beliefs, and actions. If you want to achieve success, you must be intentional about creating an environment that supports your growth, challenges you to be better, and aligns with your vision for the future. Your success is not just a product of your abilities or hard work, it's also a reflection of the environment you choose to place yourself in. Choose wisely and watch how your success unfolds. One of the most critical truths about success is that it requires you to know your worth. Your self-esteem, or how you value yourself, will determine the actions you take, the opportunities you pursue, and the challenges you're willing to face. If you don't believe in your own worth, it's unlikely that others will. The foundation of success is built on a deep understanding of who you are and the unique value you bring to the world. Self-worth is not just a feeling, it's an understanding, a conviction that you are valuable, capable, and deserving of success. Without this belief, it's easy to let self-doubt, fear, and insecurity take over, preventing you from reaching your full potential. Your self-worth is directly tied to your beliefs about yourself. What do you believe you are capable of? What do you believe you deserve? If you believe that you are unworthy of success, that belief will manifest in your actions or lack of action. You'll find yourself avoiding opportunities, shrinking back from challenges, and settling for less than you deserve. On the other hand, if you believe that you are capable, valuable, and worthy of achieving great things, you'll take the necessary risks, seize opportunities, and push through obstacles with confidence. This is why it's so crucial to cultivate a strong sense of self-worth. Your self-worth isn't based on what other people think of you, it's based on what you think of yourself. Too often, people allow their worth to be dictated by external factors, how much money they make, what kind of job they have, what others say about them. But true self-worth comes from within. It's the internal understanding that your value isn't contingent on external circumstances. It's recognizing that your worth is inherent, that you are valuable simply because you exist. This is a mindset that takes time to cultivate, but it's essential for lasting success. When you understand your worth, you set higher standards for yourself and your life. You won't settle for mediocrity or allow others to dictate your path. You'll know that you deserve to pursue your dreams, even if they seem far out of reach. You'll recognize that you are worthy of the success you desire, and you'll refuse to let fear or doubt keep you from going after it. Setting higher standards for yourself means expecting more from life, not in an entitled way, but in a way that reflects your belief in your own potential. You won't tolerate environments, relationships, or situations that undermine your self-worth because you know you deserve better. Your self-worth also affects the opportunities you attract. The way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself to the world, is a reflection of how you see yourself. If you carry yourself with confidence, if you walk into every room knowing that you bring something valuable to the table, others will recognize that too. People are drawn to those who are confident in their abilities and self-worth. It's not arrogance, it's a quiet assurance that you are capable and deserving. This confidence opens doors, attracts opportunities, and allows you to make bold moves that others might shy away from. On the flip side, if you don't value yourself, it shows. Whether you realize it or not, others can sense when you're unsure of your worth. This uncertainty can manifest in a lack of assertiveness, a reluctance to pursue opportunities, or a tendency to downplay your achievements. When you don't believe in your own value, it becomes difficult for others to see it as well. As a result, you may find yourself missing out on opportunities, being overlooked for promotions, or being taken advantage of because you're not assertive about what you bring to the table. Another key aspect of self-worth is the ability to say no. When you know your worth, you understand that your time, energy, and resources are valuable. You won't allow others to take advantage of you or drain you with unnecessary demands. You'll be able to set healthy boundaries because you know that you deserve to protect your well-being. Too often, people with low self-worth have difficulty saying no because they fear rejection or disapproval. They may feel that they need to please everyone around them in order to be valued. But when you have a strong sense of self-worth, you realize that you don't need to earn anyone's approval. You are valuable just as you are, and it's okay to protect your time and energy. Self-worth also gives you the courage to take risks. Success often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, taking on challenges that feel intimidating, and pursuing opportunities that are uncertain. If you don't believe in your own worth, you'll be less likely to take these risks because you won't trust yourself to handle the challenges that come with them. But when you know your worth, you have the confidence to take bold steps toward your goals, knowing that you are capable of achieving them. You won't be held back by fear of failure because you understand that your worth isn't tied to whether or not you succeed in every endeavor. You'll be willing to fail, learn, and try again because you believe in your own value. One of the most empowering aspects of self-worth is that it allows you to overcome rejection and setbacks. In the journey toward success, you will face obstacles, failures, and rejection. But if your self-worth is intact, these challenges won't define you. You'll be able to bounce back because you understand that your value doesn't decrease just because you face difficulties. You'll be resilient, able to keep moving forward because you know that your worth is constant no matter what happens. This resilience is key to long-term success because it allows you to persevere through the inevitable ups and downs. Understanding your worth is not just a nice idea, it's a critical factor in achieving success. Your self-worth shapes your actions, your relationships, and the opportunities you attract. When you know your value, you set higher standards for yourself, attract better opportunities, and have the courage to take risks. You are able to say no to what doesn't serve you, and you are resilient in the face of setbacks. Success starts with a strong foundation of self-worth, and the more you cultivate it, the more capable and confident you will become in pursuing your goals. Your habits form the foundation of your life, and they are an undeniable factor in determining your level of success. We are creatures of habit, constantly repeating patterns of behavior, many of which we may not even realize we are engaged in. These habits, whether productive or destructive, shape your day-to-day actions, and over time they dictate the direction of your life. Every small decision you make, every action you take is influenced by the habits you have developed. Success is not about one grand moment or opportunity, but about the accumulation of small, consistent actions over time. It's the daily habits that compound and lead to massive results. Success doesn't come from luck or random chance. It comes from a consistent application of the right habits. The reality is, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, as a result, is not an act but a habit. If you want to achieve success, you must become intentional about the habits you cultivate. Look closely at your daily routines. Are your habits leading you toward your goals or away from them? If you're not seeing the success you want, it's likely that your habits need to be reevaluated. Success is a direct reflection of the habits you practice daily. And if you're not where you want to be, it's time to adopt new ones. Successful people prioritize their habits, and they understand that habits are the building blocks of achievement. Habits like discipline, consistency, and focus are crucial for success. For example, a successful person doesn't just wake up one day and suddenly find themselves at the top of their field. Instead, they have cultivated habits over time, such as waking up early, focusing on high-priority tasks, and staying consistent even when the work is hard. They know that results come from steady daily effort, not sporadic bursts of energy or motivation. Habits turn dreams into reality by creating a structure that supports your long-term goals. One of the most powerful aspects of habits is that they operate largely on autopilot. Once a habit is formed, it becomes a part of your routine without requiring much conscious effort. This is why it's so important to establish the right habits early on. When you build habits that align with your vision for success, you no longer have to rely on willpower or motivation to get things done. The actions that lead to success become automatic. However, the same principle applies to negative habits. If you allow destructive habits like procrastination, negative thinking, or poor time management to take root, they too will operate on autopilot, constantly pulling you away from your goals without you even realizing it. Building new habits takes time and intentionality, but the rewards are immeasurable. Start by identifying one or two key habits that would have the greatest impact on your success if practiced consistently. Maybe it's committing to reading for 30 minutes every day to expand your knowledge. Perhaps it's waking up an hour earlier to work on a personal project before the distractions of the day begin. Or it might be setting aside time each evening to reflect on your day and plan for tomorrow. Whatever the habit, the key is to start small and be consistent. Over time, small habits lead to massive transformation. Another important aspect of habits is their ability to create momentum. Once you've established a positive habit, it builds on itself, making it easier to add other productive habits to your routine. This is known as the habit loop, where one habit triggers the next. For example, if you develop the habit of waking up early, it can lead to a cascade of other positive habits like exercising, planning your day, or working on a passion project. Each new habit reinforces the previous one, creating a cycle of success that becomes easier to maintain as time goes on. Momentum is powerful, and once you have it on your side, it propels you forward toward your goals. On the flip side, if you allow negative habits to persist, they can create a downward spiral that becomes increasingly difficult to break. Negative habits also build on each other, creating a cycle of failure. For instance, the habit of procrastination might lead to missed deadlines, which leads to stress, which then results in further avoidance of important tasks. The more you indulge in these negative patterns, the harder it becomes to break free. This is why it's crucial to identify and replace negative habits with positive ones before they take over your life. Every moment you spend engaged in a destructive habit is time lost that could be spent building habits that lead to success. One of the challenges of forming new habits is overcoming the initial resistance. When you're starting a new habit, especially one that requires discipline or effort, it can feel difficult and uncomfortable. This is normal. Your brain is wired to resist change because it prefers what is familiar and easy. The key is to push through the discomfort long enough for the new habit to become ingrained. It's said that it takes at least 21 days to form a new habit, but in reality, the time it takes will vary depending on the habit and the individual. The important thing is to stick with it, even when it feels hard, because eventually that habit will become second nature. Accountability is another powerful tool in developing and maintaining successful habits. It's easy to make excuses when no one is watching, but when you have someone holding you accountable, whether it's a friend, a mentor, or a coach, you're more likely to stick to your commitments. Accountability provides an external source of motivation and helps keep you on track. Especially in the early stages of habit formation, when it's easy to fall back into old patterns. Having someone to check in with or report your progress to can make all the difference in turning a new behavior into a lasting habit. In addition to accountability, it's important to track your progress. Keep a journal or use a habit tracker to record your daily actions. Seeing your progress in writing reinforces your commitment and provides a sense of accomplishment. It also helps you identify patterns or obstacles that may be holding you back so that you can address them. When you track your habits, you gain insight into what's working and what needs to be adjusted, allowing you to continuously improve. Your habits are the building blocks of your success. What you do consistently, day in and day out, will determine whether you achieve your goals or fall short. By cultivating positive habits that align with your vision for success, you set yourself up for long-term achievement. Success is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of habit. The habits you choose to develop today will shape the trajectory of your life tomorrow. Start small, be consistent, and watch how your daily actions compound into extraordinary results. Your value is intricately tied to your success. It's not about external circumstances or fleeting opportunities, but about the intrinsic worth you cultivate within yourself. By recognizing and enhancing your unique gifts, you elevate your potential to achieve lasting success. Your belief in yourself is the cornerstone of your value. When you believe you are worthy, you act in alignment with that belief, attracting opportunities and success naturally. Moreover, the quality of the value you offer to others directly impacts the success you achieve. Whether it's through your skills, knowledge, or character, the more value you bring to the world, the greater your success will be. Lastly, your daily habits form the foundation of this entire process. The small, consistent actions you take every day, rooted in your belief and commitment to growing your value, create the momentum that leads to long-term success. Success is not accidental, it is the result of deliberate actions and the value you consciously build.